Hello and welcome to the SAFI Software Learning Center. The topic of the following video will be on the grid tools. For this tutorial, the Addition toolbar has to be open. This toolbar contains the grid tools and the other modeling functions. The grid function will be explained in detail here. First, we see how to create, delete, and rename a grid. In SAFI, the user can define as many grids as needed. The icon, Add a New tab, creates a new grid. When you create a new grid, you can choose to copy the current grid or to create an entirely new grid. To delete a grid, the user can click on the icon with a red X. To rename a grid, two ways are possible. The first way is to click on the icon or double-click on the tab. Now that the basic functions of the grid have been explained, we will look into their properties. In SAFI, two grids are available, rectangular or circular. To define the grid geometry, we have to go into Shape and select the wanted option. Even if a grid is modified, moved, or deleted, the elements that have been snapped in the grid are not affected in any way. The grid orientation depends on three factors: its plane, its angle of rotation, and its axes of rotation. Depending on the type of model, whether it's 2D or 3D, a good orientation of the grid is very important. The global axis system in SAFI is built so that the y-axis is the gravity axis. The rotation angle, the rotation axes, and the grid origin are interrelated notions. The rotation angle can be positive or negative. The rotation will occur around the selected rotation axes and according to the grid's origin. The grid's origin is defined at the first line of the grid in each direction. If the first line is deleted, the origin will stay at the last position of the deleted grid line. The option Create Regular Lines is a tool that allows the user to quickly create a uniform grid along the two plane directions. These options overwrite the current grid. To use this option, we need to define the label schema, the number of divisions, and the spacing between each of the lines. The user can remove the labels in both extremities and also define the extension length. The grid can be edited in the Edit Lines command. This option allows the user to manually define the position of each line of the grid. To define the position of a line, two methods are possible. The first method is with the absolute position, and the second is with the relative positions. The absolute positions are the distance between the line and the origin of the grid. The relative position is the distance between the previous line and the line to be edited. The extension's length and the label displays can be modified here. The option Skew Angle allows the user to orientate the grid lines according to a given angle. This allows you to create a grid with a diamond shape. For a visual approach to modify the grid, the user can choose the Editor option. This option allows for the visualization of the applied modifications on the grid in real time. The Edit option allows to select a line to define its position, its extensions, and its labels. The line position is absolute to the origin. The option Insert allows you to add a line into the grid relatively to a selected line. The position of the new line is relative to the selected line. The option Create creates a grid line according to its absolute positions from the origin. The option Delete works by selecting the line to be deleted. To graphically move markers, click on Select, select the marker, and then click on the option Move. By doing that, the user can drag the markers to move them. The crossing of intermediate grid lines from two different grids does not create a snap point. Only the crossing of the line from a same grid are considered snap points. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit our website at www.safi.com.